Hello friends, and welcome to the All-Stars Guide to Team Fighting as Syndra. In this video, we will go over what I consider to be the hardest part to playing Syndra effectively. The team fight. To start off, let's give a general idea of what Syndra is. Syndra is a sustained magic damage dealer that possesses excellent crowd control abilities to complement her damage. She also has excellent burst, which ramps up her crowd control. Syndra is very squishy, however. She also lacks mobility. Her Q and ult range are also rather mediocre. She will be a high priority target due to her damage and crowd control. So the question becomes, how do you stay alive in a fight? The answer is to abuse your zero cast time Q and W to stay alive while you deal damage. Syndra has a rather unique ability to be able to move while casting her Q or W. This allows her to stay at a safe distance while being able to dish out her damage. Here is an example of a team fight with Syndra. Rumble is overextended and attempts to flee, but he is killed by Gragas. During the fight, I ult the Shyvana to scare her away, and then begin to fight the Leona. Notice how I am constantly moving and staying outside the enemy Leona and Shyvana's range. Once Shyvana blows her gap closer, I can then start to play more recklessly. Leona and I easily clean them up because Shyvana can't get near me due to blowing her only gap closer before. Here is another clip demonstrating this idea once more. The Shyvana and Jace chase me and Jinx down. However, because of Syndra's non-existent cast times, I continue to damage them as we are being chased. The E knockback that you see was meant to save Jinx, but I mistimed it. Despite her death, I'm still able to pick up the triple kill for our team. Staying mobile while you fight with Syndra is the key to performing well. Syndra's Q by itself is not very safe to do. The same goes for her E. Syndra's W, however, has a very long range, plus it slows enemies that get hit. This move can be used from a safe range to first slow an enemy, which would allow you to then follow up with a safer Q. The same concept applies to Syndra's QE combo, except obviously Syndra won't be able to use her Q after, as it will be on cooldown from stunning them. The stun could safely let your allies poke, however. Poking an enemy before a team fight will soften them up, sometimes to the point of allowing your team a free objective due to the enemy being poked down too hard. In this clip, my team is set up outside the second turret. Notice how safe I actually am as I slow and stun the enemy. There is no chance for retaliation here. Here's another example of poking. However, in this clip, I notice Varus is alone, and I am very far ahead of him. It is safe to blow everything on him, leaving the enemy team down a carry before the fight even started. Syndra, in addition to bringing tons of damage, can also bring very safe initiation. Because her W range is so long, it is very easy to slow an enemy and quickly stun them while they are slowed. Sometimes you won't even need the slow. Syndra's QE combo is a 1.5 second line stun in the direction of the ball. The range of the stun is around 1100 units. To put that into perspective, Lux's Q, Light Binding, is marked at 1175 range and only hits 2 units. Syndra's hits everything for full damage and CC. In this clip, our allied Blitzcrank uses the Ancient Coin to move us into position. I catch Jace at the very edge of my stun and quickly burst him. From there, the following 4 vs 5 fight is in our favor. Notice again toward the end of the fight that I'm able to stun both Soraka and Lucian in a single combo, allowing us to clean them up rather easily. This last clip is to drive the point home about how powerful the stun actually is. Jax leaps on me and I quickly stun not only him, but the enemy Kha'Zix as well. Jax is killed while Kha'Zix can't help him, and my team gladly picks him off for free. Even if you are behind a Syndra, as my team was in that previous clip, your CC will always be of help. You are never outright useless in a team fight. Sometimes the enemy carries will not be in your range. This is perfectly acceptable to Syndra, as she brings consistent damage to enemy frontliners. However, you sometimes may want to just ult the frontliner too. Syndra's ult does more damage with more balls, so if the enemy bruiser or tank has eaten 2 or more Qs, go ahead and ult them too. Unless they are stacking magic resistance heavily, they will feel the pain. Ulting the frontliner also opens up another Syndra trick. Casting your E on that many newly summoned balls will basically AoE stun every enemy within 1100 range, with very little chance for them to dodge it. Here is a clip demonstrating this. After blocking Shyvana ult, I kite back with Qs and Ws. Finally, I kill her with my ult, which in hindsight probably wasn't necessary. However, using the 5 balls summoned on the field, I am easily able to stun the Soraka. Notice how the balls fan out on the E's cast. There is no juking this, there is only outranging it. Here's another clip further demonstrating the E after the ult. Once again, Shyvana gets stuck, and I stay out of harm's way while casting my spells. Holding my ult, I notice Graves stepped a little too close, and my ult alone was able to remove 80% of his health. Immediately following that up with an E, kills Graves and also stuns the Gragas, allowing a very easy double kill and an easy 5v3 teamfight. Assassins for the most part will be the cause of most of your deaths. That is their job, to get in, kill high priority targets. Living through their burst can mean the difference between a won or lost teamfight. If this is late enough in the game, that won or lost teamfight will translate to a won or lost game. Different assassins have different methods of killing you.
And you must change your playstyle accordingly.
In this clip, the enemy Kha'Zix sneaks up on me because I am busy tunnel visioning on the Misfortune. He is very far ahead of me at this point, so I quickly move to my team, slowing him as I run. As I escape him, I turn around and burst him with everything, which allows my team to take him out. Against Kha'Zix, once he blows his leap, unless he gets a reset, he isn't going to be going anywhere. You have to make sure that he doesn't get that reset. Your defensive item choice will also play a role in your survival or death. Kiting bruises isn't too bad, but every assassin will have some way of jumping on you instantly. Zhonya's, Banshee's Veil, Guardian Angel, or even Riley's will more often than not be your go-to items for defense. In this next clip, Kha'Zix again jumps on you after Amumu initiated a fight. Using my Zhonya's active allows me to survive him and get off a couple more crucial spells. You have to play according to the enemy team. Assassins will not be the only threat. In this clip, I greedily try to dive to Bren and quickly need to flash away. I think I am safe standing as far away as possible, and I forget that Bren's ultimate can bounce off my allies. Using Jinx as a conduit, Bren was able to kill us both because I didn't mind what he could do. You always have to keep in mind what the opponent is capable of doing. I hope you have enjoyed this guide to teamfighting with Syndra. Her teamfighting is very powerful, but also rather difficult. Practice makes perfect, and a well-played Syndra will be a very powerful addition to any team at any stage in the game.